Welcome to this instruction video on DuoSoft Field, and in this video I'll be demonstrating to you how to stake out points in DuoSoft Field. So let's get started with DuoSoft Field. I'm going to start the DuoSoft Field app, accept the name and select job. Okay, so I have already created a job that is called Stakeout1. And in this job I have imported my stakeout points and control points that I would need to do the stakeout survey. So I'm also going to select connect to instrument and select simulator. This will allow me to have all the functionalities that I would have when I'm connected to a total station. Okay, I'm going to select OK and select map and info. So I want us to check the control points. So these are the control points that I'll be using. I go back and select stake points. These are the stake points that I will need. Okay, so I'm also going to select back and back to job menu, and then I'm going to select survey. Okay, so from the previous survey I was doing where I was collecting data, I haven't changed my setup. I'm still set up over the same point, so my orientation hasn't been disturbed, so my total station is still in orientation. So I'm going to say use last duo fix. So what this does is, because from the previous job I was using, I just changed jobs, DuoSoft allows me to keep the orientation from that last job, so I'll say use last duo fix. Okay, so now DuoSoft will take me to where I can conduct different survey tasks. So for this video we'll be talking about how to stake out points. So I'm going to select stake out data. Okay, so I don't want to stake out control points, so I have imported the stake point, so I'm going to select stake points. So by default, DuoSoft will give me the option to stake out the first point on the stake out points list. Okay, so this is 0.42100. Okay, so if I select on the drop down arrow, I'll be able to select from all the points that I have imported, but for this case it's fine, I'll start from the first point. So what I'll do is I'll put in the target height that I'll be using for the stakeout purposes, and for this case the target height is 2.596. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to be able to get an angle to which I need to turn my total station to, and as well as a distance in order to stake out a point. So I'm going to select calc angle. So this is the actual coordinate that I've imported into DuoSoft Field for 0.42100, and DuoSoft has calculated for me that from the point that I've set up over, the direction to that to 0.42100 is this direction, and this is the distance. So I have to turn my total station to this angle, 338 degrees 6 minutes and 51 seconds, and move back a distance of 54 meters 0.169 from my total station. Okay, and this is where I'm going to place my target now. So to check if I'm within tolerance, I'm going to select measure and measure to my target. So I'm going to select measure. Okay, so when I have measured, DuoSoft will read an angle, a horizontal angle, vertical angle, and the slope distance to this point that I'm measuring now. So those readings are 338, 06, and 50 seconds, and a vertical angle of 89 degrees 17 minutes and 20 seconds, as well as a slope distance of 54.175. Okay, so I'm going to select OK. Okay, so as I can see here, these are the angle errors. The angle error, that's 0, so that's fine. Distance error of 2 mils, so that's also within tolerance. And a vertical error of 4 mils, that's also within my tolerance. If I'm happy with this, I'll select save. If I wasn't happy, I'll have to move back 2 mils back, and I have to raise my target by 4 mils. Okay, so because I'm happy this is within tolerance for me, I'll select save. So I'll have to confirm the stake point that I've measured. I'll just put in the name there, and that is 42100 staked, and I'll select OK. So that point is saved now. Okay. If I want to go to measure the next point in the list, to take out the next point in the list, I will just select next. So DuoSoft will go to the next point on the list, and I select calc, and it will recompute the angle I need to turn to, as well as changing the coordinates of the actual point, which will now display 0.42110. Okay, so I would sight to this angle here, which is 343.0443, and a distance of 45.132 meters. Okay, so let me select measure. Okay, and the angles that I'm getting is 343.0442, and a vertical angle of 89.0202, and a slope distance of 43.132, and I'm going to select OK. Okay, so from this I can tell that okay, with regards to angles, I'm fine. I'm within a second in angle, but I need to move further by 2 meters and go down by around, say, 14 centimeters. Okay, so I'm going to select measure again, and the angle readings I'm getting is 343.0442, and a vertical angle of 89.0202, and a slope distance of 45.134. I'm going to select OK, and as you can see now, I'm still okay with regards to my angle, horizontal angle, that's the azimuth. My distance is now 4 mils, the difference between the measured and the actual, and my vertical error is 18 centimeters. Okay, so that's a bit high, but for this case I'm only my point has just to be on the horizontal plane. It has to be in place, and with the angular error and the distance error being this two, I'm happy with that, and I can sort out the verticals afterwards. Okay, I can select save, and this point will be saved also. You just need to put it a name, 42110. Then I select OK, and my point is saved. Okay, so in order to stake out more points, I'll select next, which will change the next point next change the next point, next change the next point, next change the next point. If I want to go back, if I've skipped a point, I just go previous, 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 previous. This is the first point that I was working on. Okay, and also if I go next, and I select map. Okay, so this is also where I can do my stakeout point. So it's telling me that I have to turn my my total station to 350 degrees, 42 minutes and 56 seconds horizontally, and move back a distance of 36.725 meters back from my total station. So I'm going to select measure. Okay, now why is that not responding? Okay, let's go back to no map. Okay, map, measure. Okay, so that's not responding at the moment, but if you select the map button here, you are able to, it's more or less the same thing. It's just that the map function allows you to view the points at the same time also. So I think this is because we're using the simulator. That's why that's not responding at the moment right now. But in short, you are able to see how the stakeout data function works. It gives you what the actual is, what to turn your total station to, and it also gives you what the errors are, and you're able to see if you're within tolerance. Okay, the other thing you should check is if you select settings, and you go to that's not that one, and you go the distance tolerances. So if you've sighted to a point and your tolerance is not within this 1 centimeter tolerance that I've put in here, when you try to save your point, DuoSoft will tell you that okay, this point is not intolerant. Do you want to save it, or do you want to measure again and adjust your placement of the target? Okay, so let me go console and think with this information that I've shown you, this is what is in a nutshell how you'd go about staking out points into a DuoSoft Field. Thank you.